Welcome to section 3 of the Synchronous Beekeeper Video Training Guide. To begin, what we're going to explore in this section is the basics of Data Editor. Now, in this section, we are going to add more properties to our model than to our data profile in Beekeeper. And just as before with our current location property, what we're going to do now is add a new property. So click on the Add Property button and add another property called My Location. For this property, we'll select string as a type and then click Save. Now add another property called isSunny, as in IS, capital SUNNY. We're going to use camel casing from now on, but this time select the Boolean type. Add two more properties with the integer type and name them location lat, which is short for location latitude, and location long, which is short for location longitude, and then save. To group these properties together, let's create a new object. Creating a new object is as easy as creating a new property. Click on the Add Object button, name it Today Weather, and then hit Save. Now you should be back at the Data Editor main screen. What I'm going to get you to do now is drag and drop the isSunny, location lat, and the location long properties into this new object. And on expanding the object, you'll now see that these three properties now reside inside. Cool. Now return to App Builder by clicking on the application on the directory or through the top menu button, i.e. the three dots, and create a new feature. Name this feature Today Weather, and now create a new step called Show Today Weather. Select the node template for now, as we are not going to add a template to any of our steps for this guide. We will, however, show you how steps can be added with templates, but that will be later on in the course. Okay, select the step and click on Edit, then drag and drop the object from the dashed box into the dash box actually, so it can be added to the data profile. Before you save, move your cursor over any property in the object, and you will notice that the data source is third party, meaning that the source of the data is not user defined. Once properties are moved into a step's data profile, their data source will be automatically set to third party, although this functionality is subject to change. The reason for this default action is because based on business applications, a majority of the data presented inside of an application will be coming from a third-party location. Okay, so to save our changes, click Save, and now we are taken back to the Steps main screen. Let's preview to see our additions. Make sure that you are in App Builder and select the Preview tab. You will now see that our send location and our Today Weather business features are now available. This is the hub and spoke view of the preview module. One of the views that you can use to see a global representation of your preview application. Once you're happy, click on the Data Editor tab to view the ADM, and now we're going to explore arrays in Beekeeper. One more thing, just as a send location step, you now no longer see the Show Today Weather step if there is no create or edit link. In the next section, we'll touch more on create and edit links, but for now, let's add a create link. Click on the Integration and Rules tab and click on the Create header in the accordion. Now that you have added a create link, click Save and then head over to Data Editor. Exploring arrays. Arrays in Beekeeper work just the same as its semantic meaning. Since we are going to be retrieving data from an API later on in this guide, Data Editor allows us to specify what type of arrays we want. Mixing strings and objects into one array can get messy with App Engine parsing the data, so we need to make sure that our arrays are singularly typed. Let's start by clicking on the Add Array button, and then now you can see you can choose from Boolean, and that will convert to a checkbox in preview mode or usually on the front end of an application. We can add a string, we can select a number type for an array, integer, and also an object. In preview mode, objects themselves will be hidden. Since we've now opened this pane, name this new array weather or lowercase, then select the object or select object as a type. After that, a drop down with the list of objects already created inside your ADM should appear. Select today weather and click save. Now click on the arrow icon on the right hand side of weather, and you should now see that the weather or today weather object is now sitting inside our new array. Now, since I just wanted to give you an introduction to arrays, we are now going to do the reverse and remove the array. Deleting an array doesn't delete the content assigned to it, as in this case the today weather object, but select the weather object for now and click on delete. Also, for future reference, we can easily change any of the properties, arrays, or objects inside our model on Beekeeper by clicking on the edit button. Welcome to section 4 of the